Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing.
Yes, test. Not on yet. Okay.
Testing, 1, 2, testing.
One, two, 1, 2, testing 1, 2.
I haven't heard from Miss Addie. Is she coming today? Got you, got you.
Testing 1, testing 1.
Miss Brown, are you in the house?
Mary, can you hear me? Can you hear me on the computer?
Yeah.
You can hear me
Yeah.
on the
Perfect.
computer?
10-4.
Okay. I just
Thank
want
you.
to make sure it was working.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks. Bye. Hello. I am doing fine. How are you? You think so? I got a little sun. That's about all. Change a little complexion. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
My family is down there this week,
Really?
and it rained all day yesterday, so they were upset.
I know the feeling. We got rain about 3 days. We got rain. Well, I'm not complaining. You know, had 4 without. So.
They're going the AAU basketball.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This week. My grandson think he's oh look,
Superstar.
yeah, he think he's one of them superstars. He played pretty well.
Does he? Tell you, my goddaughter, she's been recruited by several colleges now. She is, yeah, she's got all kinds of awards and stuff like that, and she's doing it. She's good. She's really good.
I saw where there's 3 girls that was just going from Northeastern.
Hmm.
Some all-star something.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be in it. She's in Fayetteville.
The cheerleaders too, or something like that.
And that's at 6?
She's in Fayetteville now?
Hmm. She lives in Fayetteville.
Oh, okay.
She lives in Fayetteville, but she loves basketball ever since she was about 4. She's always had a basketball, so she is in love with it, and she is good. I know that girl is something. Did you see how she was bouncing those?
Oh my God.
She has like 3 Guinness World Records already. Did you know that?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yes, she sure did.
She is talented.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Yeah, tell you what, Anthony, and then there's a lot on top of that Wanda Sullivan.
I know.
All right, come on in.
He's not doing any meals after lunch.
Hey, what are you doing? Very cool, man. Thanks for coming out. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look at it. I remembered things.
Hey, I woke up.
I wake up all the time. I don't remember.
Well, that's what you have to remember is what.
Yeah, the senior icing on the cake. She had recommended that. Because I'm finishing.
Bill,
I miss her.
Bill, always agreed to go camping with a former Boy Scout because he could set up for everything so quickly.
Yeah, how are you?
Plus, he has everything.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing, brother? Good day.
Yeah, that's the truth. That is a problem. Plus, it's hard to lock a tent up. Yeah.
Oh, with the new coatings that maybe they can make lockable things. So we making him sign the rest of the form right now.
For him, I don't know. You know, he has his own agenda. Well, I would, but I can't fight.
Good gosh. Woo.
Yes, sir.
We got 3 days of training coming up next month. You notice that?
Yeah, and one of them, I'm gonna be in the mountains.
Good gracious. About all day.
Good morning, Mr. Ben. How are you?
I think I've got one conflict on the Wednesday, the August 4th.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. The signing sheets in the back on the table. Good morning.
I'm sure she took
So I hear after the swearing in ceremony, the guests get fed gourmet food.
Yes.
Yeah, you get to eat your agenda.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like that cannibal.
Yes.
Say it was.
I don't know how nutritious it is, but I'm gonna market those.
Agendas? Yeah. Am I doing what? Starting the meeting? You? You.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Does everyone has mics on?
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Board of Elections meeting. Motion to approve the agenda.
Moved.
It's been properly moved in second. I mean, may I have a second?
Second.
It's been properly moved in second that we approve the agenda. I failed to ask if we had any public comments, I'm sorry, to add to the agenda. Okay, being none, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Motion carried. We move to the swearing in of new board members, and we'll turn it over to our director, Ms. Emma Tate.
Yeah, so I'm going to turn it over to Miss Jennifer Thompson. She is the Clerk of Superior Court for Pasquotank County. and she will be swearing you all in. You all have an oath in front of you in your paper somewhere. And Jennifer is just going to read the oath, and then at the end, you will affirm and you will be sworn in. If you will all rise, though. And raise your right hand.
She said, state your name after state your name after she says I.
All right,
State your name after I say I. Can you hear me?
now.
Okay. State your name after I say I, and then when I get to the end, please repeat after me at So Help Me God. Okay. And you ready? I
Call Lawrence Cook.
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina and to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may be established for the government thereof, that I will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution of said state, not inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States, and that I will well and truly execute the duties of the office of member of the Pasquotank County Board of Elections to the best of my knowledge and ability according to the law. So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So if you will all fill your name in, sign it, and then we'll get Jennifer to sign them as well.
Do we print it, Elma? We print our name or
In the
something?
top part, you can print, bottom you
Oh,
sign.
shoot, I didn't.
Okay.
It's all right. It doesn't really matter.
Is this the signature line?
Yep, you'll put your name
Yeah.
here
And
and
the
the
signature
signature.
here.
Yes, sir.
Pictures?
Yep.
The state of-
It'll go into the county manager's weekly report. Yeah. He will be excited.
There.
Today's the 20th.
Today is the 20th of July.
Oh, I thought she felt that in.
It doesn't matter.
And she's gonna sign that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. How far is the blue one?
Mine is black with the bar.
The blue one out of there.
Okay.
Thank you. Alrighty. Congratulations, new board. So I don't really know how y'all did this last time for the selection of the secretary. I don't know if we like put names in a hat or if we just say, I nominate this person.
Motion.
It was a motion? Okay. Does anybody have a motion?
Yes, I nominate Bonnie Godfrey
For,
for Secretary of Pasquotank County Board of Elections.
May I have a second?
I second it.
Been properly moved in second that we nominate Bonnie Godfrey for secretary for the Board of Election for this tenure. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
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 Motion carried. All right. Congratulations, Ms. Barney.
Thank you, I accept.
Okay.
All righty. Well, that was pretty easy.
Yeah.
All right. So the next thing on the agenda is board introduction. All of you have a board handbook in front of you. I know none of you are new to this game, but it's always good to get a refresher. So basically what is in this book is the cheat sheet for Robert's Rule of Order, so that we can all refer to that whenever y'all are making motions. I got a copy of the handbook that Wake County uses for their new board members, and just changed the words like Wake County to Pasquotank County. So y'all have that in there as well. The state board's political activity statute and the social media policy are also in there. I gave y'all relevant numbered memos to what y'all are doing. Obviously, we know that they change pretty much every election, but the ones that are currently in place for certain processes are in there. And as we get new numbered memos, I will be sending you all of those. So you can look forward to that. And then just some information on challenges and protests are at the end, just for you to have. And after you look over it, either now or between now and our next meeting, if you have any questions, definitely just let me know.
Can't hear.
You can't hear?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Do we have any discussion for the board members handbook? Any discussion on the board members handbook?
No questions? Okay.
No one's saying anything, so.
No, but thank you for asking.
Okay. Approve open session minutes from June 8, 2021.
So on the copy that y'all have, it doesn't have the right list of board members on there, but the one that'll get passed around to get signed does. So just ignore that part. And I didn't know, I know the last time, if there was a board member who wasn't on the board when the minutes were done or whatever, it was just whoever was here gets to sign, but I have both options for whatever y'all want. You want all 5 to sign? You just want the 4 that were here to sign?
Needs to be who was here.
The 4 who were here? Okay. That is fine.
Okay. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes?
I'm looking at them now, so I'll give
Okay.
you a few minutes.
We'll give you.
Well, I got some exciting news, guys. My sister comes home in like a week and a half. I'm so excited.
That's wonderful.
Yep. She'll come back from deployment. So excited.
Awesome.
No, no, not yet. She's still very much in active deployment, but she has to quarantine for 10 days when she gets back, and then she'll be able to go on her R&R. Well, her base is too far away for her to come home at that time, but she's gonna do something else, and then she'll take leave a little while later and come home. So I'm very excited for that. That was so loud. He drinks like 3 of them a day. Yeah.
I love it.
Addie, you still need some
I'm
minutes?
finished. I am.
You finished?
Yes.
Okay. May I have a motion to approve the open session minutes from June 8, 2021?
If there are no corrections, I make a motion that we approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded that we approve the minutes for June 8, 2021. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Moving into new business, meeting schedule updates.
Yeah, so the last schedule that we approved had all the dates for the election in it. We'll talk about this a little bit more later, but the election was officially delayed, so we had to take all of those meetings out. So we have 6 monthly meetings. The August 15th meeting, make sure that's the right date. Sorry, August 17th. That should read August 17th.
17th.
Yes. The August 17th meeting is when we meet to appoint judges and chief judges for the next 2-year cycle. And then the rest of them are just monthlies.
Question.
Yes, sir.
There's a conflict on that training on the 3rd of August. That's the second day of the training out of Raleigh.
Mm-hmm. We can move it.
So is that our meeting?
So the way that it worked out, I was going to talk about this a little bit too. The only day that you're required to go to is the first day.
Oh.
For board members, and it's only new board members that have to go to that first day. I mean, obviously you could attend all 3 if you wanted to, but the first one is the only required one.
All right.
But I mean, I still have to be at the one on the 3rd. You're correct. So we could move that one.
And when is that and where is that?
It's online. It's virtual.
And the date?
The 2nd through the 4th, August 2nd through the 4th.
And so we don't have to attend
Just the first day?
just the first
Just
day?
the first
And you
day.
said new member.
Yeah. If
only-
you have to go to a training within your first 6 months of being a board member. So Larry would have to attend that training, but everybody else has cleared their requirements. So if you want to attend, you can. If not, then
All right.
Well, we will get the information regardless.
yes. Once I get more information from the state board, I'll send that along.
Okay.
But right now, all I know is the dates.
So why don't we move the meeting to the 10th since you have to attend the 3rd?
You can do that.
I couldn't hear you.
I said, why don't we move the meeting to the 10th since she does have to attend on the 3rd?
The 10th of August.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone have an objection to moving the meeting to August the 10th?
So there's one the 10th and the 17th?
The
I mean-
17th is just appointments.
I mean, if we wanted to combine both of those and make that the monthly meeting, we can.
I was going to say, is there anything pressing that we have to meet on the 10th? We
No.
can just make one meeting.
No.
That makes more sense.
That makes sense, you
Yeah,
know?
that makes more sense.
So just take out the monthly meeting and make the 17th the special / monthly meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
And all of our dates will go up on the website for anybody listening. The official calendar will go up on the website.
We're gonna meet here
Mhm.
on the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th at all?
No,
Okay,
it's a virtual conference. So
yeah. I mean, I have to do one of them, so I'm gonna do the first one.
right, the first day, the
After
second,
that,
you don't have
it's
to.
not required,
Right.
but there's no August 3rd meeting for us.
No, sir.
Just got to be here on the 17th, Larry.
17.
Yep,
We
on the
have a-
17th.
We have
Yeah.
a board meeting on the 17th.
Yep,
Right.
at 9. Get a motion to approve the.
Okay. Was that all the updates?
That's all the meeting schedule updates. It took out all the absentee meetings, canvas meetings, supplemental meetings, all of that stuff. Sample audit, LNA testing, all of that fun stuff.
And all that gets transposed to next spring.
Yep. Well, it would have been there next spring anyways, but now we have 2 elections running at the same time.
Mhm.
Okay.
So Emma, will we receive a copy of that as well, like you did these,
A copy of
the meeting schedule?
the updated one? Yeah, I'll email it to you. Once I take out the August 3rd date, fix that to August 17th, then yes, I'll send it out via email. And I'll notice it with our sunshine list since it's a change of meeting.
Okay. Office policy discussion?
We have to make a motion to approve the
Oh, I'm
meeting
sorry.
schedule.
May I have a motion to approve the changes to the schedule?
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved and seconded that we approve the board meeting schedule. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Office policy discussion?
Yeah, so I was reading through some stuff, and I had found that our board policy book it doesn't have some of our newer policies that we voted on but never formally wrote down. And so I wanted to have a discussion on what policies y'all would like to see formalized, written, so that we could be more consistent, and it will help with continuity of operations if something were to happen to one of us. So I was thinking definitely sample audit, the procedures that we followed for the last couple elections, recount procedures, absentee procedures, LNA testing procedures, since we're going to do that in a public meeting now. I didn't know what y'all thought, any other ones that y'all thought that we should have written out. Because we recently did poll worker recruitment and ballot duplication. So those are ones that were recently passed. We can repass those with the new board, though.
Do you have some new dates in mind for deadlines for poll workers?
Nothing changed from what we had previously agreed upon,
Okay.
but that'll get reintroduced as well for any possible changes.
What was the second one besides poll worker recruitment?
Ballot duplication.
Okay.
Just so that we can have the procedure formally written down, and every time that it comes up, we just follow what was agreed upon. Unless obviously something changes where the state board is requiring us to change the way we do something, but
Right.
I just didn't know if y'all had any other ones in mind that you would like to see formalized.
I think what might be best is to, every meeting, maybe go over a couple of them, to make us all familiar with them. And then we can discuss if we think there's something that needs to be implemented or changed.
Okay.
Because right off the cuff, it's hard to come up with
Right.
something.
So I definitely will draft up like sample audit LNA, recount, absentees for the next meeting, and then
Right.
I can have the book. I mean, there's very few policies that are in there, but I can have them so that we can review and say, does this need to change? Is this still accurate? Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
can definitely do that.
That would be good, don't you think? Okay.
So we'll review a few at a time.
Yeah. You want to table this one for now, or is it the discussion over? I just didn't know if we needed to table it.
What's the pleasure of the board? She said, would you like to table?
Yeah, I think we should table it until we can.
Speak into
see-
your mic. I can't hear you.
I think we should table it until we see some of the policies so that we can familiarize ourselves with them
Right.
and see if we have any additions or changes.
Okay.
Okay?
So table until the 17th. Or maybe after, if we feel like that's going to be a long meeting, we can always, it doesn't have to be formalized now. We're in no hurry, but, just to get the ball moving on it. Or I could give it to you the next meeting. You can review it until the next one, and then we can have the discussion. We
That'd be
wanted to
great.
do that.
Yeah, I think that would be.
Okay, just so because the next one's going to be a long one because of appointments. So
Right.
just to push it back a little bit.
Okay, all right, that sounds good.
I can do that.
Okay, general updates.
Alrighty, so in front of you, all of you have the summarized session law and the final written language of the session law, Senate Bill 722. Ms. Bonnie, just to catch you up a little bit, I'm pretty sure you've probably been following along, but the census data will not be released until the end of September, which puts a strain on every municipality that has to elect by district, so like our ward system, because the redistricting will not be done prior to the date our election would fall on. So Senate Bill 722 was introduced to delay all elections that do elect by district. It was like 20 or 35 municipalities in the state. We were one of them. So that did go into effect without the governor's signature. What that means is that our municipal election, our October municipal election, will get pushed back to coincide with the primary on March 8th, 2022. So we'll run county commissioner races, sheriff's race, House of Representatives, Senate race, and then the municipal will all run on the same ballot. Which the logistics of how that's going to work, we'll figure that out a little bit later, but that's how it's going to go. There was a provision within the law, and I, for the life of me, cannot find it at the moment. Anyways, there was a provision in the law that allowed for municipalities, if they decided, like if they had any at-large seats, they could decide to have that election only this year, meaning that if the city of Elizabeth City wanted to have the mayor's race, they could have had the mayor's race this year, but they did not decide to take that up. They want to keep all of their races together. That deadline to file for that was yesterday, so that will not be happening. Mayor and all 8 city council seats will be on March 8th. I didn't know if y'all had any questions about this.
How does that affect the city paying for part of this election?
There's not going to be any easy way to split the cost. So it might have to be a 50-50 split, or we'll try to keep track. But like, you can't say that a voter comes just to vote for the city. So it's going to have to probably be a 50-50 split with the cost of poll workers, mailings, all of that fun stuff, which I've already talked to the city about, and they understand.
So what has been decided as far as Elizabeth City's filing schedule?
So we don't know that yet. It all depends on when they get their redistricting done. That part hasn't changed. If the city of Elizabeth City gets their redistricting done by November 17th, then they will file with the county commissioner. So it'll be December 6th through December 17th, noon to noon.
Gotcha.
If they do not, the county commissioners are held firm by the November 17th deadline. They have to have their redistricting done by then. But the city of Elizabeth City, if they do not by the 17th, then they have to inform us that they will not have it done. And then they must have it done by December 17th.
Yeah.
And if they get it done by December 17th, then between January 3rd and January 7th is when they'll do their filing.
Gotcha.
So it's all up in the air depending on when they get their redistricting done.
Right. Okay.
Any other updates?
I just didn't know if anybody else had any other questions about that. No? Okay. I gave y'all the budget, our budget to get approved. The totals in the manager proposed column were the board approved totals as well. They just didn't transfer over. Obviously, the contracted services got updated with the 1050 as opposed to the 1107. So that's where we're at. So we did get that funded, which was really nice. And then everything else matches what we had previously discussed in the budgeting process.
So for public knowledge, poll workers will now receive $10.50 an hour.
Yes, sir. We had originally proposed $12 an hour. The finance office came back and said, no, we need to do something else. They proposed 10. I brought that to y'all. You wanted 1107 because that was the lowest hourly rate for a county employee. They countered with 1050, and that's the one that we accepted.
And so that's an increase of about $2 per hour.
$2 an hour.
Go round.
Yep.
Is that for all poll workers or just the ones that work in the office?
All poll workers.
So they get paid at their polling site per hour now?
No, the election day pay didn't change, but like the
Okay.
one-stop pay.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Thank you.
We tried to get board pay increased as well, but they didn't go for that. So Yeah. They said that we were high for what we were, so that didn't stick. But we'll try again. Not giving up. Miss Bonnie, we also tried to get the election day pay increased, but that didn't go either. The one-stop pay was all we could get increased at this time.
I think for general knowledge, part of the reasoning behind that was doing a survey of surrounding counties or similar counties and what they pay. And that was the rationale we got back from the county manager's office, correct?
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, he didn't say that explicitly to me, but I mean, that's what I've heard, yeah.
Okay.
But his explanation was comparing us to he was comparing us to counties that don't compare to us. They don't have as many voters as we do. Some of those, like Camden and some of the other ones that he wanted to do. That's why we requested to send in more current counties that were more equitable to us.
Right.
It was comparing apples to oranges.
Right. But we'll try again next year. But yeah, just wanted y'all to have the approved budget so you could see that everything that we had already discussed was passed. I think it was the little thing from your mask
Sorry.
pack.
I knew something flew away. Thank you.
Are there any questions about the budget?
All about the budget. Has the new equipment gotten here yet?
That's another update I'm gonna give. Alrighty. So we already talked about conference a little bit. Conference is August 2nd through August 4th. The first day is the only one the board is required to attend if you are a new board member. And once I have the information for like the links and stuff on how to sign on to that, I'll send that to y'all. We did have to pay for conference this year, which was different than the last virtual one that we had. It was either $50 per person or $250 for the whole county. So we just went ahead and did the whole county because I didn't know if everybody would want to attend, or it was just easier to do the $250. So we're all covered if we want to sign on. And then the last equipment, or the last update that I have, we have not received our new equipment yet. We have made the first payment on the equipment, the 50%. They have come and taken our old equipment. So they said within a week or so we should have our new equipment.
Do you have any idea as to running some familiarization seminars like we did when we looked at the equipment that one day for after, I guess, we designate the new poll workers and whatever?
Yeah, it'll be a little bit closer to the election, so it's remembered. But yeah, we're definitely going to be running Print-Elect as part of our contract, or ESNS as part of our contract is going to do training with us.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, we'll definitely have that.
Gotcha.
Any other updates?
Nope, not for me.
Did you talk about the changes in the office?
Who's talking? I can't hear.
Jackie was talking.
Did you talk about the changes in the office?
Yeah, we talked about a little bit of them like over the last few meetings, but we do weekly, like, how can we do it better sessions, and some of the things that we've changed. I mean, I would have to show y'all to really explain what it is, but we have the new retention log that we had talked about previously, the voter interaction log, just to hold us more accountable if something were to go wrong. We made some changes to our like the secured parts of our office, which I'm happy to show y'all, just to make our process a little bit smoother. So we're taking what we learned in the general and applying it to our office to make things smoother and better for us, for the voters, for the board.
What about the safety issues we talked about with them moving next?
We don't have any updates on that yet. The project still hasn't gone underway yet. Sparty did tell me when we sent the letter in about the concerns that he would bring them before the planning committee, but that's about all we have right now.
But nothing has been done anywhere
No.
at this time.
No.
No updates as far as safety requirements in the office next door. Anything's been done. So everything's on hold.
For right now.
Okay.
Miss Bonnie, they
Right.
were talking about public defense is moving right here.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. And there were some concerns raised by the office as to what that meant for voting, for our safety. And the board sent a letter to Sparty concerning that.
Sure took a long time because they talked about that way back.
Yeah.
I thought it was off the table.
Nope, it's really happening now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are they already there?
No.
Okay.
No, the project is on hold at this point, but it's happening. It's just, I don't really know, but I think there may be like the funding for it or whatever. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Bonnie, our concern was if they're doing safety glass for them and doors that shut and everything, that we should have the same thing in our office.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
So they're worried about who they're dealing with. We're right next door.
yeah, and concern for the voters, if we do use this room for one stop again, then, I mean, voters will be exiting right where the entrance to their office is, and just some concerns with that. So, they're going to move the public defender's office right here. Yep. There's still some clients that they're not going to be able to see over here, so they're going to have an office in the courthouse still. But because of the school annex being right there, there's some clients that they can't see there. So, so yeah, it was a lot of safety concerns that we were
I
thinking
guess
about.
so. Yeah.
But yeah, no update on when that project's going to start yet.
All right. Okay. I think that's it for our agenda. Our next meeting will be on Tuesday, August the 17th at 9:00.
Yes, ma'am.
Motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn, Larry.
Let's adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
It's been properly moved and second that we adjourn at
Yeah.
12:43.
Quicker next time.
12:43. 12:43. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
If y'all will stick around so I can take a picture.
Only if new information.
Right. I gave you all a W-9. If nothing has changed, then you don't have to fill it out. But if y'all could all stay, we can get a picture. And then Miss Bonnie, I'll get your new individual picture for our website.
Okay, but you do want this sheet?
Yes.
I do have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Since I'm taking over the secretary position, who's doing that presently?
So what we had agreed, because it came up sometime couple months ago.
Because I would like to do it.
That during off times, I would do it, but during the election, the secretary would do it, but we could change that.
Yeah, I would like to go ahead and do it. Now, you said that it's being streamed, but is there
Yeah,
a recording I can go back to?
Right, yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll be glad to do those minutes.
Okay. You want me
Okay?
to send you the template that we've been using?
Yeah, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Are you sure, Bonnie?
Yeah.
Okay.